Hi, in this video, we will come to know about what is group ID, artifact ID, and version. In pom.xml file, we are adding the dependencies with group ID, artifact ID and version XML tags. Let's see what they are. Artifact ID is the project name, and group of artifacts, that means projects grouped together as a group, and assigned to a group ID, which is called as a project group name. And version, which is the version number of the project. Let's see in detail about it with a scenario. Let's consider a banking group project that contains individual projects, payments, customer accounts, employee accounts, and so on. Each of these individual projects are called as artifact. And this is called as a group. Let's see in detail about this. Here, in this scenario, banking is the group. It is called with a group ID, which is a package name. So, let's write it as org.banking.app. Therefore, this is used as a prefix for all the package names of these individual projects, as a standard. Suppose, if we consider payments project. For all the packages that we declare within this project, group ID is written in prefix for each package. Similar, we write group ID as a prefix for all the packages in all the projects within the group. Let's look about artifacts. Artifact is nothing but a project name, as we discussed about it before. Next is version. Version of the projects, which are written, in this format, as 1.0.0. What does it mean? This is called as patch. This is called as minor and this is called as major. Let's look in detail about them. What is a patch? When in a project, if you have bug fix, or improving the existing feature, then the value of the patch is increased and released as a version. Similarly, when new features are added, the value of minor is increased and released as a version. In the same way, when new features are added, the value of major is increased and released as a version. As I said, major and minor values are incremented. When the new features are added, you may have a question: how can we differentiate? Patch and minor are incremented during compatible, whereas major is incremented during incompatible. Let's see what is compatible and incompatible in detail. Let's consider a web application with version 1.0.0. Let's consider it is designed using Java. On server side, to host it, I need a web server, which I am choosing as Apache Tomcat 8, and I am choosing Java 8. These two are the required environments to host the web application. Now, in this web application, I have few bugs to my existing features, and I want to resolve them, and release the new versions time to time. I fix some bugs, and release the version as 1.0.1. Again, after few bugs fixed, I will release it as 1.0.2, and continues on every bug fix, and its release. Now, I want to add new features to the application. Then, I will update minor value. Therefore, it could be 1.1.0. On updating new features to the application, this minor value increases. Now, let's see when I can update major value. When I have new features to be added to the application and at the same time, required environment is upgrading. Then, we need to go for major value update. Suppose, for our web application, I am adding new features and at the same time, I am changing environment of Java from 8 version to 11. And Apache Tomcat from 8 version to 9 version. Then, I will update my major value.
Now, let's see how major, minor and patch versions are considered. 1.0.0. This is the first version release. 1.0.1. As patch value updated, bug fixed version released, similarly for other.
When we want to release minor version with new features, that is, 1.1.0. patch will be 0, as no patches exists in new minor version release with new features. Therefore, this is new feature release with compatibility. Similarly, if we have bugs that we need to fix, we will have patches for this version, as this now major version is upgraded, so minor value and patch value will be 0. This is called as new feature released with incompatibility. Similarly, if we have bugs that we need to fix, we will have patches for this version, as this, and so on. This is about group ID, artifact and version. Let's consider a scenario of banking group, with the projects of payments, customer accounts, employee accounts, and so on. Now, I want to use the payments project code in customer accounts project, and in employee accounts project. This is the way we write the dependency tag with group ID, artifact and version, and we add it to the pom.xml of projects, customer accounts, employee accounts. So that payment project code can be used in customer accounts project, and in employee accounts project. That's it.